Now we're going to demonstrate the neonatal massage technique. You want to start at the back, so you're going to have the baby in prone. Take both hands and gently give them some containment holds. You just want to get them used to your touch. Now you're going to take this top hand right here and slowly, with gentle, smooth but moderate pressure, slowly come down. As you come down, you're going to replace the bottom hand and bring that to the top. You always want to try and make sure that your hands are encompassing this baby and your thumbs are in, and you'll replace. And I should technically maybe be going a little bit slower for this baby. Once you're finished with the back and the baby has tolerated multiple strokes and you feel like they're nice and comfy, you can move to the side position and sideline. So you'll just stop here, but try to keep hands on this patient. We'll bring their hands to midline and everything. I know this is a doll, so it might be a little bit difficult transitioning them here. But say we're on our side now, okay? And they're on their right side, so you're going to take your right hand, put it in a C-type position here. You're going to bring it underneath their arm, so we want to do the arm next. Put it underneath the arm. Make sure that your fingers are coming across this shoulder blade. You're going to take this hand and keep it next to the wrist. You don't want to do a palmar grasp here because this will make them go into flexion. So you want to slowly, once again with moderate pressure, encompassing all your fingers, slowly bring this baby out into extension. And this baby doesn't extend all the way because it's a doll. And then we'll take this hand and put it back into flexion. Okay? So we'll take this again. Encompass that shoulder and that nice shoulder blade and bring it forward. And you replace this hand. You want to bring all the way through the fingers too. Okay? And I would actually probably do it a little bit slower if this was actually on a real life patient. So once you do multiple strokes of the upper extremity, we're going to move to the lower. And say you still are in the same position, you're just going to move to the leg here. Same thing as far as using the right hand. You're going to make a C position, come across this hip and buttocks, and you can use this hand here, your left hand, and bring it down to the ankle or lower leg. And slowly, gently encompass this leg, and you want to move into extension. And you want to come all the way through the toes and feet here as well. And when you're done coming through with this hand, you're going to take your left and put it back up into flexion. So then you start over again. You take your right hand, make a C, and you're supporting this leg with your other hand as well. All the way into extension. You want to almost bring it back kind of where it's in line with that body. And that would actually probably be a little bit slower on a real life patient. So once you're done doing the back massage in prone, you move to sideline and do one side. And then once you're done with that side, you can transition over in a nice smooth position, into supine. And then you can move on to the other side. Now you could use whatever kind of equipment you have in the isolette or devices to keep this baby nice and contained while you move to the other side of the isolette and start this in sideline. So same thing, but we're going to change up the hand positions. Now, since the baby's in left sideline, we're going to use our left hand, come underneath this shoulder, underneath the arm. You still want to grasp that shoulder blade there. Hold this hand at the wrist to support and come all the way through that hand. And then bring it back into flexion. Take this other hand. I would actually do it a little bit slower here. Make sure and try and encompass all your fingers. That pinky finger and thumb finger tend to come up sometimes, so you want to encompass there. And come through and bring that right hand and make it go into flexion again. You want to try and bring it on the underside, kind of on their extensors here, to make sure that you're not facilitating flexion. Okay, so once you feel like you've done the upper extremity, then you move on to the lower extremities and do this side. So same thing now, since they're in left side lane, we do this left hand as the one that's gonna come underneath, kind of around that buttocks and that hip, try to encompass here. And this doll's kind of slipping on me a little bit, and bring it into extension. We're just gonna hold him here because he's slipping on me. And then bring it back up into flexion. You can also open up the diaper and side lying so you really can get a good look at this hip area. And I would actually probably go a little bit slower on a real baby. I'm gonna hold here so he doesn't slip on me. All the way into extension. Take this hand and come back up. So that's a little bit about what neonatal massage looks like.